Hello, dear friend. Let's begin not with what you've done, but with who you truly are. Too often we assume love is earned through accomplishments, applause, or recognition, but God's love doesn't work that way. It's not tied to trophies, titles, or the milestones others celebrate. What captures his heart is your persistence, your willingness to keep moving forward, not for the accolades, but because your soul sought to bring calm, comfort, and stability to yourself and those around you. Even when your efforts seemed to yield nothing, they carried a weight, a fragrance that heaven could not overlook. Your character, the quiet, steadfast core of who you are, is admired not for results, but for your heart in motion. True character is seldom flashy. It shows up in the small, unnoticed moments, returning what isn't yours, speaking gently when harsh words were easier, honoring commitments even when no one is watching. These aren't headline-grabbing feats, yet they are the essence of a life that heaven finds beautiful. Consider this: character is less about perfection and more about endurance. A clay vessel may crack, yet if it still holds water, it retains value. You've faced trials that could have emptied you, yet you emerge still carrying compassion, still radiating kindness. That is what God cherishes in you. And the remarkable part? Your character wasn't shaped in comfort. It grew under pressure, the kind that gnaws at the soul. Unfair treatment, long nights of waiting, silence that made you question if anyone was listening. Still, you wove patience, honesty, and loyalty into your days. God honors your character because it mirrors his own. He is steadfast in storms, generous when humanity turns away. In you, he sees reflections of his nature, not because you never faltered, but because even in moments of weakness, you reached for light over shadow. Perhaps you've called it just doing your best. But to heaven, those choices are monumental. They are proof that goodness still has a home in this world. Your life became a conduit for mercy, a doorway for peace. Character is not measured by flawlessness, it is measured by resilience. It is not perfection, but the courage to rise again when life could have kept you down. It is the ability to remain tender when hardness would have been simpler. Picture a lantern burning late at night. The oil is low, the wind rages, yet somehow the flame refuses to die. That is your character, a light that endures when all odds seem against it. God sees it, not with pity, but with pride. Success can be staged, appearances faked, but the endurance of your spirit is uniquely yours, forged through sacrifices of comfort, sleep, and even relationships, yet never surrendering your essence. Here is the deeper truth. Your character is not fragile. Mistakes do not erase it. Hard days do not unravel it. It bends, it adapts, but it returns to form because its roots run deep. Heaven holds it in high regard because it is alive, flexible, real, not a mask that shatters under pressure. Every quiet choice, every act of patience, every moment of kindness built a foundation unseen by human eyes, but witnessed by God. Your character has become a signature of your soul. Every act of integrity, every patient word, every extension of kindness to places where it wasn't reciprocated has written your name in the unseen. God's love is drawn to this because it speaks of the parts of you that stayed whole in darkness, restraint when anger burned, forgiveness before apologies arrived, faith when evidence was scarce. These are not accidents, they are the architecture of a soul with depth. So when I say God loves your character, understand it as more than a gentle phrase. It is a recognition of the enduring, unshakable, luminous core of who you are, the part that carries light, even when the world presses hard. What you've built inside yourself is being recognized by heaven, not for show, not for applause, but as proof that your life can carry what's coming next. Even when your efforts didn't produce the results you hoped for, the way you lived quietly and faithfully has formed a foundation that no circumstance can shake. When God treasures something, he doesn't just admire it, he multiplies it. That's the beauty of his nature. Because he loves your character, he's already arranging opportunities, connections, and protections that align perfectly with the strength you've been cultivating within. Think of it like a seed planted in fertile soil. Farmers don't waste water on barren ground, but when life starts to grow, they pour more in. Heaven works the same way. The depth of your character is drawing blessings, fresh relationships, and protection, even if you don't see it yet. This is where transformation begins. While people may have overlooked your inner strength, God has been watching, tending, and investing, not as a reward for perfection, but as a natural response to the resilience and integrity you embody. Here's a truth worth remembering. Character is not only admired in heaven, it is trusted. And what God trusts, he expands. His love for what you've built is not sentimental, it is structural. It means he can use you to create a legacy. Not just blessings that touch your life, but ripples that reach your children, your community, and even strangers who will experience the fruits of your patience, your kindness, and your steadfast heart. The very qualities that may have once made you feel out of place, your patience, your refusal to harden, your quiet endurance, are now the exact reasons heaven leans on you. These aren't weaknesses, they are the tools of influence, not the loud, self-promoting kind, but the subtle, transformative power that shifts situations simply by your presence. Like a river shaping rock over time, your character slowly and steadily reshapes the landscapes around you. That is why heaven treasures it, because its impact cannot be measured by awards, titles, or immediate results. Character's effects ripple long after the moment has passed. Now let me be honest. Having this strength inside does not mean life will suddenly be easier. In fact, it often means you will be stretched further, but stretched for a purpose. When God sees that your inner foundation can carry more, he entrusts you with more. This is why interactions with others feel weightier now, why moments of silence seem pregnant with meaning, why those who once ignored or overlooked you hesitate, as if sensing something has shifted. It isn't coincidence, it's the evidence of who you've become. Your character is more than endurance, it's a shield. Your honesty protects you from deception. Your mercy guards you against cycles of bitterness. Your humility keeps pride at bay. The strength you built isn't just within you, it's a covering around you. And this strength is constant. It's not something you earn one day and lose the next. It is heaven's steady recognition of the choices you've made, over and over again, even when it cost you. Hear me clearly. You are standing on a threshold. The unseen forces have already shifted in your favor. The qualities that once felt exhausting to carry will now carry you forward. Where others saw only survival, heaven saw you laying tracks for a train that was always destined to run. Your character is no longer just endurance, it is a vessel for God's movement on earth. A lamp that refuses to go out. Roots that storms cannot break. A rhythm that chaos cannot disrupt. What stayed alive in you through trial is now the unshakable foundation for everything ahead. That foundation cannot be taken, not now, not ever. Thank you for sharing this journey with me. If this message resonated with you, please like the video, share it with others who may benefit, and subscribe to continue your journey by choosing one of the videos on your screen that speaks to your heart. In the end, remember this: your character is not defined by what others see or by fleeting successes. It is measured by the strength, integrity, and compassion you carry quietly. Even when life tests you, heaven sees it, treasures it, and is already multiplying its impact in ways you cannot yet imagine. The trials you endured were not in vain. They forged a foundation that will carry you, bless others, and leave a legacy far greater than you realize. Stand firm, keep walking in light and truth, and trust that the love and recognition of God for who you are at your core will never fail. See you there.